And we are back live. Spring Hill Suites Marriott Reconnecting Podcast. I'm your host, Adam Lowry. Alongside of me,
Amy Childs.
As always, title.
Oh, yeah, title, Director of Sales. I forgot that, didn't I?
Misrun everything. That's all.
Misrun everything. Director of Sales, whatever you need me to do, I'm here.
Yeah, and she certainly does. Well, is there anything you don't do? I've seen you do laundry here. I've seen you. What don't you do here?
Shh, they'll find something else for me to do.
Yeah. You jump in all the time. That's what makes a great leader, though. It certainly is. And joining us, Elizabeth Gifford from
the New Smyrna Beach Area Visitors Bureau.
All right, I didn't want to say the whole long thing. And you are, and what do you do there?
I'm the Advertising and Professional Sales Manager.
All right, see, all of that together, I didn't want to say, welcome Elizabeth Gifford, Advertising Promotional Sales Manager from the New Smyrna Beach Area Visitors Bureau.
That was a long one.
That was good. You handled it well.
I got to read it. If I didn't read that, it would have been a problem. So what is the Visitor Center, right? A lot of people see Visitor Center as certain cities they go into. What is the organization?
Well, we're the official destination marketing organization for the area. Our area consists of 5 cities, New Smyrna Beach being the main driving city, and then we also have Edgewater, Oak Hill, Osteen, and Edgewater. We're a great resource for anybody that's looking to plan a trip to New Smyrna Beach. We have a physical visitor center where people can come and visit us and pick up guides, and we can help them plan their trips. And we also have a great website that has information from things to do, where to stay, and history on the area, as well as an app for anybody looking for additional information.
So Visitor Center, essentially, they have these in multiple cities, right? You get assigned multiple cities, and at that Visitor Center, it's kind of a starting place for people that either want to come or need to visit somewhere, like a website or an app, before they come to a city.
Yes, exactly.
All right, and you help people. What do you help them do?
Well, we help them do anything really that they, request. A lot of times they're looking to plan a vacation, so we'll help them find a place to stay based on their needs and request, or we might even just help them find a restaurant or things to do.
Kind of like a concierge almost.
Exactly.
Right, so like a personal concierge that you call anytime you come to a city that helps you line up anything.
Right, exactly, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
How did you two connect and meet? I mean, I know you're Miss Marketer. You're always out doing your thing. There's probably no one in New Smyrna Beach you don't know, at least a business owner. But how did this relationship develop?
I met Elizabeth when she was actually at a different location working, and then when she moved to the Visitor Center, which was great, we got to work a little closely together at the Visitor Center than with the other position, so that works out well. We've actually done a couple travel shows together, one in Atlanta, to where we're out promoting New Smyrna Beach and what we can offer, here at the hotel, plus once you're staying with us, what you can do in the area. They also, if you call in to the Visitor Center, you'll mail them a packet. Are y'all still mailing packets out and stuff to do? So a lot of times if we have someone that first time here, we'll reach out to the Visitor Center and say, hey, can you send them a to-do package or something along those lines? Or when we have our FAMs, which is when we bring in corporations or travel agents, that'll be set up through the Visitor Center. Sometimes I have set some up here, and we'll coordinate together to get bags and all the information that they need and truly show them New Smyrna.
Now, is it a private organization? Is it funded by tax dollars? How is Visitor Center funded?
Yeah, we are funded by the resort tax dollar. We get 3% of the 6% tax in order to help market the destination outside of this area. So our main job is to bring visitors in from outside the destination.
Yeah, well, in Florida being a top travel destination, right, or Orlando not far, one of the most visited cities in the world, and New Smyrna next to us. So I like it. It's like basically a marketing company for each city paid for by the resort tax.
Correct, yes.
Anything new on the horizon, something you're doing right now, some special thing, or anything people should know about?
Well, actually, we've just started, we're planning on building a virtual visitor center. So that way people that do not feel like coming into the physical location will actually still have the wonderful experience of feeling like they are at our actual location, so they can zoom in and open up individual guides and learn more. And so that's one exciting thing that we're doing. And
so like virtual, like I can Zoom call into the visitors center?
Yeah. So like, like there'll be like a camera, and you can kind of navigate yourself around the area. And if you're interested in learning more about golf, there'll be a golf brochure that you can click on, and it will open up. And
Nice.
it's
Why not?
very futuristic.
Maybe the future little virtual walkthrough, basically, and you still get the information. And part of your job, I'm guessing, I'm wondering, is to go out and find all of the things to do in New Smyrna.
Yes, and we have a lot of things to do here in New Smyrna Beach.
What's one of your favorite things to do?
Oh gosh, well, one of my favorite things to do is probably doing fishing. I really enjoy going offshore and doing inshore fishing. We're actually the redfish capital of the world.
Yeah.
So
I did not know New Smyrna was that.
Actually Edgewater, but yes, it's so we're the redfish capital of the world, and we also have some great big offshore fishing tournaments too throughout the year. So. Great fishing destination. Another thing my children really love to do is surfing. We have the most consistent break on the East Coast.
That's right.
Yes, and so we've been recognized in many, world-renowned surf magazines as one of the best surf breaks. So,
And one of the best places to get bitten by a shark.
but nobody has ever. There's sharks everywhere, and we have such a great ocean that people want to get in and swim.
It's rare. It's so very rare. I say that now. Tomorrow I swim every day, so now tomorrow I'm going to go out and lose a calf.
In fact, nobody's ever lost any limbs or anything like that. It's just
that's funny. That's what I tell my friends. That's what I tell my friends. I'm like, it's the little ones. They're spawning here. Don't worry.
It's just a nibble.
Little chunk of your calf. You're not dying. You're going to be all right. Do Advil and you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
Exactly.
Then my friends look at me and they're like, really? It's a shark bite. It's cool. No worries. I'm like, no. It is beautiful out here. What's your favorite thing to do, Amy, in New Smyrna?
My favorite thing in New Smyrna, of course, I love to shop. So the boutiques that are on Flagler Avenue and Canal are amazing. And then just the beach days alone are very relaxing. I mean, you just go out there and sit and have a book and read and just all day long. Like, you don't even really have to have a plan. Just make sure you have a towel and a chair and, just enjoy. So that's one of the most relaxing things that I enjoy. And the food in New Smyrna.
Underrated if you don't know about it. If you don't know about it.
Right, because there's no local chains here. It's everybody that is their own chef. They've come up with their own style of food. I mean, there's nothing, I can't say of any restaurant that I have ate in New Smyrna that the food is bad, that I would not come back to. And I've, so it's okay. Even the little corner pizza joint is amazing. It's okay.
Yeah, I like the fact that I can't, because I live here right down the street, that I can't drive to McDonald's real quick and make a mistake. You know what I mean? I can't do that here. Now I'm island bound. It's weird. If I gotta leave over the bridge now, I have a problem. I'm like, I gotta leave the bridge. I don't want to go anywhere. I just want to stay here.
I just want to stay here. The food's here. The grocery store's here. We don't have to do nothing.
So, how long have you been with the Visitors Bureau?
I was with the Visitors Bureau many years ago, from 2011 to 2015, and left for a few years to do some marketing for them and some other destinations, and recently returned this past November, and could not be more thrilled to be back. I mean, this is just the best place, the best job and the best place to market. So
you venture out, and they're like, "Well, I guess I'll go work in the Smyrna Beach area." Okay.
Twist my arm.
Tough job. Somebody's got to do it.
Right.
Where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Atlanta, and actually I grew up vacationing down here as a child, and had some consultant work back 10 years ago, and came down here for a few months and planned to go back to Atlanta, but just fell in love with the area and realized that people do live here, not just vacation here, and so took a leap of faith and decided to stay, and could not be happier.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. That's what I lived here once, then we moved, and I'm like, I miss it, and I came back, and I stay here, and like you, I grew up vacationing here, either here or Cocoa Beach, but the beach down there is not near as pretty as up here, and the food's not near as good either. The choices, that little small town feel you get.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Well, I had no clue that New Smyrna Beach even existed until I came down for work. So it's definitely been a blessing. It's great. It's a great, old town, vintage, Florida. So you work at the beach, you live at the beach. It's a very blessed life.
Yeah, if you had to recommend, since you know most of the things, if not all the things to do right in the area, is there an undercover thing that maybe people don't know about in New Smyrna, or Edgewater, Oak Hill, any one of these places, or a restaurant to visit, or something to do that maybe people don't see all the time?
Yeah, well, actually, there's a few things. We're the second oldest city in Florida. So that being said, we have,
Really?
yeah.
Next to what, St. Augustine?
Yeah, and actually, there's some historians that would argue that we're the first,
Really?
yeah, city. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so we have a lot of great historical sites. We also have a great history museum that's free and open to the public Tuesday through Saturdays to visit. So
Is that the surf museum you were
The
telling me
surf
about?
museum's in there, yes.
Oh, it's in, so a little part of it. That's cool, yeah.
yeah, so that's great. We also have the Marine Discovery Center here, which is a wonderful educational center where you can learn about, our ecosystem. We do have one of the most diverse ecosystems in the world. So
Yeah, between the NSB locals and all the wildlife, it is diverse ecosystem here.
it sure is. And they offer great, dolphin tours and kayak tours and paddleboarding. So
Yeah, so Marine Discovery Center, definitely. I did not know we were the second oldest. I didn't know that. What about Edgewater? Like, is there something, that's a great fishing destination, I'm guessing?
it is. It's a great fishing destination. They have a lot of fishing piers, right off of the A1A, and as well as places to stay right on the water. So I definitely would recommend going down there. It's a little bit slower paced than New Smyrna, which is great, to kind of get out and relax and enjoy the intercoastal.
Yeah, that's true, man. Some good fishing. I've yet to go there and do some fishing in Edgewater.
Yeah.
I gotta shoot over there and try to do some kayak fishing. It's probably what I go over there and do. If you had to tell somebody a place to go eat, what would you recommend?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one.
I know you got to pick one. It's like, what's your favorite song, right? It's hard to do.
Yeah, anywhere in New Smyrna Beach, you cannot go wrong. There's just so many great places. It's really too hard to pick a favorite. It really is.
It is a hard question.
You have to visit them all.
Right.
Explore for yourself.
I'm going to force the issue, right? If someone's got one night here, right? And where do you got to eat where for the one night? You got to at least have this one.
So that's a hard one, and usually what I do is ask them what they enjoy to eat and what they like, because there's so much here. There is the little seafood, which a lot of people, when they come to the ocean, they want seafood.
Yeah.
But then there are some great Italian restaurants. There are some great, like the Taco Shack is amazing. Their yuca fries and all of that they have is really good. So my normal question is, what do you like? There's two great Italian places here right on Flagler. You have Atlantis Bristow. The cool thing with them is on Friday nights only, they have lasagna that's made out of crepes. It's very good. Never seen that before in my life, but it's amazing.
I'm in.
So that's really good. And then, of course, if you go on up to Canal Street, if you have, your craft beer drinkers, we have the brewery that's there. You have the Corkscrew that has the coffee hamburgers. Don't forget about the little drugstore. So that's a cool little event where you go in and flavor up all your sodas and all your things there. So there really is too much to say you have a favorite.
It's
You're
true.
just more like, what are you looking for?
Did you see a little new joint that opened up? Something public, general public?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's great. I've been there
Yeah,
a few
that one's good,
times.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, lively restaurant with great food.
Great bartender too. I talked to that dude. I was like,
yeah.
could tell this guy's been doing it a while. I had a good conversation. That's true. It's way too hard to pick.
It all depends on what you're in the mood for, and some people want seafood. Some people want to eat on the water. If you're eating on the water, you've got the grill at the Riverview. You've got JB's Fish Camp. You have, what's the other one that's on the water?
You've got Chases.
Yeah. So, it just all depends on what atmosphere.
Outriggers.
Outriggers,
No,
yes.
yeah, outrageous.
Outrageous,
Yeah,
yes.
I knew I was leaving somebody out. My bad, John.
Yeah, there is way too much to do, and new things popping up all the time of what you can do here. Let's hear your best pitch for visiting this area, since you are the marketing, advertising, salesperson at the beginning, right? What's your best pitch just for somebody to come here?
Well, I would say, if you're looking for a laid-back beach town with an eclectic beachside vibe and full calendar events and things to do, then visit New Smyrna Beach.
And before you do, you should visit...
Visit NSBFL.com.
Perfect. There we go. Nailed that one. Anything we didn't cover, something you wanted to make sure you talked about and we didn't get to? I call that podcast remorse. Sometimes we have things we have written down we didn't get to. Is there anything you want to get to?
One thing I would like to point out, too, we also have a large artist community here. We have the world-renowned Atlantic Center for the Arts, which is a world-renowned artist residency program where people come in for 3 weeks and study under master artists. And so because of really them, we've just garnered a strong arts community, and we have numerous galleries and studios. I mean, in fact, we even have the Bob Ross studio here, where you can learn to paint just like Bob Ross.
He lived here, right?
Yeah.
So this was his spot. He lived here and painted. No wonder he was so chill.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Canal Street will have the chalk. The people that go out there and paint there do the chalk all day long of their pictures just out on the sidewalk. That's pretty cool and amazing. You don't want to walk on the sidewalk. It's like, I don't want to step on that because it's so pretty. But it's so cool that they're out there, and just kids out there, and then adults out there too, just with the chalk painting pictures.
Yeah, it really is amazing. And then on Canal Street too, we have the Hub on Canal, which is houses like about 100 local artists' work, and you can also take classes there from anything from learning how to make jewelry to oil painting to ukulele lessons. So
that's cool. I would do that.
I know.
I think I could probably play that. I'm not very instrument strong, but I could do that.
Yeah, maybe strum a little Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Thank you. That's a lot of people don't really think about the artist community here, because it truly is. There's a lot, like you said, a lot of museums, and there's constant events. Safely. Doing safe events out here. We're starting to see that come back now, which is a beautiful thing. I love the pitch, and I appreciate you sharing. Is anything else that you missed? I know you got some notes there, so I want to make sure we hit some of the stuff you wanted to talk about.
Well, no, but I mean, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to call us. You'll reach me. The number is 386-428-1600. And again, we please visit us on our website or download our app. It's free. You can find it by searching New Smyrna Beach.
Oh, that's it. That's all you got to search, and that's the place to start. If you're coming here planning a vacation, a trip, or something, unsure about what to do, start at the visitor center. Make your next call to Amy at Spring Hill Suites to stay here.
Yes, and we also keep the pamphlets from the visitor center here on location too. So if you're already in the hotel and have any questions, we can give you the map that shows you where everything's at.
Well, anybody that's boasting out loud about the city that I live in, I appreciate you guys doing it, because it brings new restaurants here. It brings new things that we get to try as locals here when those visitors bring the money here and hang out. So I appreciate everything that you're doing, marketing for us, and keeping our second oldest city alive that I didn't know we were.
Thank you. The first oldest.
Right, probably. Most of history's wrong anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
We were first.
We were first.
What's up, St. Augustine? Say something. We're gonna say something, St. Augustine. I appreciate everybody hanging out again and watching the show. I'm your host, Adam Lowry, as always. Spring Hill Suites Marriott, the best place to stay, best place to start. The New Smyrna Beach Area Visitors Bureau. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Elizabeth. Thanks for hanging out. Amy, as always, love doing the show with you. Love you guys out there. Come see New Smyrna Beach NSB. Hashtag love NSB.
Love NSB.
Did you start that hashtag?
That is actually...
you started that hashtag.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. Check out just hashtag love NSB. You'll find a bunch of cool posts there. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.